Hi, my name is Alec Ross and I'm the Executive Director of Red Squirrel Conservation Services. We're a small environmental nonprofit organization in Kingston, Ontario, and a lot of our work focuses on water pollution prevention. Right now, I'm standing in Kingscourt. It's a neighbourhood of about 4,800 people located just north of downtown Kingston, and it's also the home of an innovative project we've been working on called Kingscourt Groundbreakers. Led by Red Squirrel and with support from community partners and volunteers, Groundbreakers has worked with homeowners in Kingscourt to build rain gardens that beautify their properties and help prevent rainwater from getting into their basements. Rain gardens look like regular gardens, but they're anything but. They're specially designed to act like sponges that capture water flowing off of a roof or driveway so it can sink slowly into the ground instead of seeping into the basement or draining into the municipal storm sewer. Rain gardens are filled with hardy native shrubs and grasses that help absorb the runoff and, along with the soil, filter out pollutants. So, rain gardens and other forms of what is broadly known as green infrastructure don't just reduce flood risk, they also help make the water, like the water in Lake Ontario, the source of Kingston's drinking water, a little bit cleaner. Historically, parts of Kingscourt have had a lot of problems with drainage and flooding. Some of the problems are due to underground river and stream flow, but others are related to surface water that collects during heavy rainfalls. This is important to consider in this neighborhood because due to climate change, Kingston will be getting more frequent and more intense rain events in the coming years. We know this. In fact, it's already happening. So Kingscourt needs to make itself more flood resilient sooner rather than later. Rain gardens and other forms of green infrastructure can play a big role in that. In Kingscourt, the surface water problems are typically caused by heavy clay soil that water has a hard time draining through, and generally flat topography that makes it easy for water to pond in yards. Fortunately, Groundbreakers was able to tackle these problems at each rain garden site. It did this by replacing clay soil with an absorbent mixture of sand and compost, regrading some of the terrain near the house foundations to help water flow away from the house, and installing rain barrels at each site to contain runoff before it overflows into the rain garden.
And since doing this last summer, we haven't had any of those problems, and you can see now it's all going right directly into the rain garden.
The rain gardens are helping to keep flood-prone basements dry. They will divert approximately 200 cubic meters, that's 200,000 liters of runoff from the storm sewer every year, and they will filter out 33 kilograms of pollutants like oil and lead. But that's not all. Groundbreakers workshops, public forums, and media coverage educated scores of people and spread the word about rain gardens and green infrastructure. And neighbors worked together with neighbors and helped to strengthen the sense of community in Kingscourt.
I guess what shocked me and made me really happy about this project is that the day it was going to happen, all these people started arriving from nowhere, people I'd never laid eyes on before, who knew about this project, believed in it, wanted to help, loved gardening, and were delighted to work on it. And I must say, I'm still shocked by that.
The rain gardens we've built in Kingscourt are just a start. To make a real difference in Kingston's flood resilience, rain gardens need to be built everywhere in the city where flooding is a real or potential problem. Groundbreakers has already identified a number of sites in Kingscourt and elsewhere in Kingston where that can happen, and we're working really hard to make that a reality. So if you want to learn more about rain gardens and how they can help you and Kingston become more flood resilient, give Red Squirrel a call.